Right. Is it back online? Is it back online? Oh my god, that was awful. So hello, checking. Is everything going all right now? Oh, welcome back to the class. Not sure why. Where was I though? Where were we? Like where did we left off? I don't know when my stream stopped. Like, have we like? What was the last thing I explained? Welcome back everyone, welcome back to the class. I'm sorry for that, I don't know why that happened. The stream suddenly stopped, but yeah. If you could all refresh me where we were, like what was the last thing I explained? Have I explained about the FX button here? Or have I explained about this? Rhythm, track name? Have I explained about monitoring? Have I explained about this meter peak? Like, yeah, what was the last thing I explained before the stream stopped? Please refresh me on the memory. Like, I need, or should I check? Oh wait, what the hell? Why is this chat down there? Let me check. Chat box. Where's the chat box? Down there. Right. FX track. Okay, this button, right? Okay, so yeah, this is where you change the instruments if you'd like. The instruments that you have chosen, if you'd like to change them, you can change them here. Next, this is the meter. So this is how loud the output of the instruments are. So like if I play, you can see here, the meter goes up. Right, but if I turn this off, see the record arm, I turned it off, I can't play anything because we need to turn this on to be monitoring what goes out from our playing. So yeah, and then next to the meter arm is there's a M, S, and this thing. M means mute, so if you need to mute the track, you can just press mute. Solo means you are soloing the track, so you are going to just play the tracks that are soloed. This is a phase button, so you can invert the phase. How do I explain phase? I need to find a way to explain phase so that everyone can understand. Phase is here. Phase is the shape of a wave. So if you have like a sine wave. Hi, Studiswara, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the classroom. I'm trying to teach. How do you find the instrument you've downloaded? Find the instrument here. You find here. You mean you need to go to, I think it's where is it? Options, preference. Let me check. Preference. I think in the VST, and then you edit path list and add path, and then you can choose, like, for me at least, where is it, this PC, for me at least, I put all my VSTs in my VST plugins here. This is Reaper DAW. It's quote unquote free, but if you want to buy them, it's only $60. So yeah, I put everything in this VST plugins folder. Usually the file that needs to be in here is the .dll. So you look for the .dll. You look for the .dll file. If I can show you. Program files, VST plugins. Here, the extension is usually .dll. So labs, you can find it here, like labs.dll. And then after you add the path here, you can rescan them, and it should show up in your FX list. Now, there are two ways to make the instrument. First, you record. If you want to record by playing the keyboard, like that, you can play. So you can start by pressing the record button. Make sure this is armed, and you press the record button. And then you just press record. Like that. And then just, yeah. Now it's made. It's done. You've recorded a section of music. The second way is to press Control. So press Control, so your mouse turns into a pencil. Your cursor turns into a pencil, and you click from where you want to start making to where you want to end. And you've got this block, which has nothing in it yet. And you click it twice, and you'll open a piano roll. You can let the piano roll window float, or you can put them in somewhere. I don't know how. I forgot. But you can actually dock them. You can actually dock them in the what's the name? On your window here. But let's just leave it here. When you play that notes, I can hear drum beat. It's the mid metronome here. I turned on the mid metronome. So yeah, you have a piano roll now, and you can just make the notes, like you can make the notes and write the notes down. So maybe, like, let's see if we play bum bum bum. Okay, that's how fast. So maybe you can manually draw this. And then maybe you can copy them, like click shift if you want to copy them, and then move it here, maybe paste them, and then you can change the notes if you want, like that, and then we can play it. Now, so this Reaper actually, so this is a MIDI roll, right? MIDI roll. So Reaper is Reaper's way of uh Reaper's way of, how do I say this? Doing MIDI rolls are a bit different. So let's say you want to make this a bit longer. Yeah? You want to have this stretched. Your usual intuition will be to like go to the end of this roll and then just click and pull it, right? But what just happened? Why is this thing I pulled has already has a note in it? So here's the thing. For Reaper treats this as a loop. So if you pull this, it's creating a loop. So if you see, it's the same thing as this one, right? It's creating a loop. If you want it a bit longer, you need to change it here. So you need to change it in a piano roll. I forgot. I think there should be a way to change it in the outside here, but the way you do it is, so let's see. This is our roll just now, and we want to make it maybe 4 bars long. We can pull this until the end of the 4th bar, but what we have here is just a loop, right? It's just looping. Look at this. This is a loop point. You can pull this, and look at that. It moved. And now you have a longer work area. But perhaps you don't want to. You don't want that. So yeah, you've made a perfect loop for this. And yeah, you want to loop this. Now, this is a trick, okay? This is a trick for rock music, metal music, where you double track the rhythm guitar, and then you pan them left and right. So I'll show you what I'm gonna do. So we have here the first rhythm guitar, right? The pattern here, the loop here. Right, and then I want to double this so it sounds thicker. The trick is so our first rhythm guitar, we go down here to the mixer, and this knob here is the pan. So pan is is a way to position your audio. So I want them to be panned to the extreme left and right to make a wall of sound. So the rhythm guitar will sound thick. So first, at the first rhythm guitar, we pan this to the left. So we just click and drag to pan 100% left, like that. And then we can make another one, either by duplicating this or just make another virtual instrument. But the best way to do this is to duplicate. Just name it second. Pan this to the right. And you think it's done. It's now left and right, right? We are already doubling it, right? Sure, we can, yeah. We can mix them later on other DAWs, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, we can just export the stems later if you want to mix it in other DAWs. But yeah, okay, so now we have a second rhythm guitar, but we still use the same instrument, right? But if you do that, use the same instruments, this left and right channel, the sounds, they are all the same. It'll just become a mono. It will just become a centered sound because they're the same. And your ear just do tricks to you. If you have the same sound on the left and the right, the same volume, the same attack, the same timing, it'll just uh it'll just summarize them into a center sound. So what you want is to change the sound of your second guitar. So the first guitar we have the, let's say, the plucks, and then let's choose for the second guitar, let's choose another guitar that sounds different. Let's see the rock plucks. And let's just change the volume of these so they're roughly the same. And if we listen now, it's not going to be in the middle. But now we have like a wide, thick guitar sound. Like that. This is a trick I am teaching you on rhythm guitars in metal and rock. You can use this in other genres if you'd like. It's not only for metal and rock, but it's usually in rock and metal. But if you want a very thick sounding rhythms, you can do this not only on guitars, like you have synths, do this on the left and the right. Or maybe here's another trick. So we've done this hard left, hard right, 2 guitar thing, right? We can actually use 3 guitars or 4. If we want to do 3 guitars, just do the same thing, and then we pan this center. If we do 3 guitars, change this guitar to another one, maybe rhythm pluck here, and then we set the same. And then we play. It's even thicker, right? But there's another way, most usually used in metal, where we use 4 guitars. So if we use 4 guitars, make a 4th guitar, change the instrument and to pop plucks maybe. And then, instead of panning them in the center, we pan them to 80% left and 80% right on the other one. And then, oh my goodness, okay. And then we lower the 2 ones. We lower this 3rd and 4th guitars by around 6 dBs. Now we have even a wall sound. Like that. But usually in metal and rock, we live take the guitars so it won't have any phase issues. Because the problem with doubling MIDI like this, is that there may be phase cancellation. It's where the left and the right sound waves cancel each other, because there are some there are sound waves that are identical, but they're left and right, so their phase is the opposite, and they cancel each other, so you don't hear it. When phase cancellation happens, what you thought to be thick will become very thin, because when sound waves cancel each other, they become silent. It's like one of those noise cancelling technology. So noise cancelling technology works by having the earphone or headphone listen to the outside sounds, and then they will emit sound waves identical to them and cancel them. They emit them outside, so they cancel each other, and you don't hear the outside sounds. That's how noise cancellation works, and that's how you get phase cancellation on if you do like panning on the left and right, and then you have identical face coming together in the middle, and your sound will sound, your beat will sound weak and stuff. So be careful with that. It's best to do a double take with different. That's why I'm telling you to use different sounds on left and right to prevent phase cancellation or it becoming mono and stuff. Right, so guitar is done. This first guitar is done, and then let's add another track, another labs, and I still want to use the guitar, I guess, the leads, and let's do a chord this time. So this is, let's say this is the intro. Let's just pull this. And then let's give it a chord. That's a... It's a G. So let's make a G chord. We definitely have to like maybe a G7. And okay, so if we move this, like if we change the length of this, it will clip to the lines here, right? It's called quantize. And the grids here, it's called quantize, and we can change how big the grid is. See? We can snap them a little bit smaller, but sometimes we don't want them to snap right onto the lines, right? It's going to be too mechanical, especially if you strum a guitar, right? One way to do this is before you click this edge here, when you want to resize it, press shift and you will be able to move it without it snapping to the grid. And you can have this. So we have a G chord here. And then we can copy this. Maybe it's too fast. We make it slower. Like a more slow, calm guitar sound. Then we can copy this. Copy this because we are lazy. We want it fast. We can just copy this and change this and change the note. And then we can just loop this. Maybe the rhythm is too loud, so we pull them down. No, it should be nice. And we've got our first rhythm. And then what's missing? The bass. Why don't we add a bass? Still, the labs, we have bass here. So bass guitar. Let's see which one we want. The classic bass probably. And okay, so we have here the bass track. Now let's make our first bass lines. Let's just make it simple. Bum bum da da dum da da dum, like that. So we have G. Like that. It's a simple bass line, very vintage. Bum bum ba ba bum, like that. Bum bum da da dum, very vintage line here. And then we can just copy this and dum bum ba dum da da dum, and we can just copy this. Like that. We have our bass line here. Let's hear it. Oh, it's too fast. Sorry. I need to stretch it down. And okay, we can stretch this. So if we have made this too fast, we can stretch. Just press Alt on the edge here and pull it. And then since this is just the same, I can just pull our loop here to here like that and just do that. Wait, how is that? Why? And then what's missing again? Drums. Again, the labs has almost everything you need, so we can just open labs and have the drums. I want the vintage drums. Load it and ta ta dum boom. That's like that. Ta ta dum dum. So every drum kit is different for this sound, so you don't need to memorize everything. But usually kick is in the C. Stretch is you press Alt in the edge here. See the hand? See it turns into hand? Yeah, you just pull it. Stretch, turns to hand, click, pull. Like that. So yeah, usually most of the time, kick drum is on the C. Maybe C1, maybe C2. And then you go up. Usually the C sharp is the rim shot, snare rim shot, and then this is usually the snare. And then usually the F, the first F from the kick is the floor tom. This is usually the mid tom. It goes up, yeah. But it depends on the kit. And usually the first F sharp until the second three black notes. The three black notes here is usually the hi-hat. So we have the closed hi-hat, the half closed hi-hat, the open hi-hat. But it's different here. So usually the second C sharp is usually the crash cymbal, but here is different. So it's not same every time, but it's almost the same. The layout is almost the same usually. So what did we want? So we have in our mind is a two snare shot to a either the kick or the floor tom. I'll say the floor tom. So that's in the fourth beat. So let's do that. Tak tak doom. And then we start our Oh yeah, if you're making another, so be careful when you want to make another separate roll here, MIDI roll here. Make sure you're not highlighting anything, because if you highlight something when you make it, it's creating this same loop from before, from the one you highlighted. So make sure you unhighlight that and create a way. Right, now the drums. I'm going to find the crash. So this is crash. A crash cymbal sounds like this usually. So we do that. And okay, so what I haven't talked about is, if you look down here, there's this line coming up, right? These are called velocity lines. It doesn't always show velocity lines, but velocity lines work for different things. In some libraries, in some instruments, they work as the dynamics. So if you lower or increase the velocity here, it changes the dynamics sometimes. But for this, for labs, this don't actually change the dynamics, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, let me. Oh, this also changes the dynamics. So you have you have three ways of controlling the dynamics: through here and through the velocity. Now, how do you control the dynamics from here? So this is the control for a like more smooth dynamics. Like for maybe string instruments, you want the change in dynamics to be smooth, right? Like if you want a crescendo or the diminuendo, you want to make it louder slowly, you use this one. But how do I change this? Usually for this kind of expression dynamics, usually we use here, we can change there's usually a modulation, but where is it? Where is this one? My god, where's the modulation line? Mod wheel here, mod wheel. So if you can see there, it becomes a line. Right. CC curved shape, we can change. Okay, so we can change this one usually. Alright. Wait, CC curved shape, linear. I'm late for the music class. So yeah, if we change this, usually it will change like the. Let me try opening this. Both of the screen. See? It changes based on this line. See? But first, if we want to make a smooth line, we need to change the way we show the way we make the lines. Just now we have them snapped, right? We have them snapped. Now we need to find a way on not getting them snapped to the grid. It's a bit harder to do in like in Reaper than my other DAW, but we will try to find out a way. Quantize off, track this off, snap to grid here. Look at that. Now we can make, so yeah, we turn off the snap to grid when we want to make the modulations. So we can just create a line, maybe like we want from a soft one and then slowly goes up and then like that. Maybe if you like that. And then let's see it happen in front of us. So look at this. And we play this. Like that. It'll change. But for guitars, we don't need that that smooth of a dynamics change, right? So we can just leave them. And let's continue on the drum kit. Crimson, welcome, sir. That's fine. You're late for the class, but just no attendance for you. Okay, so how do you make drum beats? If you don't know how to play drums, how do I know how to play? How do I know how to make drums? I don't play drums, right? You can look for like basic drum beats on the internet. So you can copy them and like listen to a lot of songs, listen to their drum beats, listen to their rhythm beats, how they do that, what are the usual patterns. You listen to them, and then after many listening, you can just kind of know how to make drum patterns. So let's do this. So usually we start the beat, the first of the 4-bar pattern with a crash cymbal, and then we do the kick, doom ta, doom ta. And this is a simple basic pattern. So doom stuck, stuck. And then for the hi-hats, usually either you're doing it off on the end beat, on the upbeat or the downbeat, but usually a lot of them use the upbeat hi-hat pattern. So we put the high sound, the hi-hat sound here, and then stuck the snare, and then the hi-hat again, stuck like that. So they're kind of like that. Or maybe use this one instead of the other one. So for hi-hats, there are 3 ways of playing hi-hats. First one is you hit them with it being closed, and then you hit them with the stick, it being half closed, and then you hit them with the stick with the hi-hat being open. So this is it being closed. This is half closed. This is open. You hear the sizzle, yeah. But then there's one more way that you play it with your pedal, the left pedal, so it creates this sound like that. It creates a more softer sound than with stick. So I'd like to use this instead because it's softer. Dum ta, dum dum ta. So yeah, this is a basic drum beat. And then we can copy this. But if yeah, why if the pattern is just this, we can copy this. Why are we making it this long? Because usually drum patterns go for the most common way of doing drum patterns is by following the 4-bar pattern. So we go for a 4-bar because usually this is how long a phrase is, like between a answer and a question and an answer, like the melody. Usually the melody goes for 4 bars, or the multiplication of 4, like 4, 8, 16. Yeah, usually they go for that, for 4 bars or 8 bars, 16 bars. That's how long a phrase is usually. That's why we are doing a 4-bar pattern here, and we can just delete this crash for now, and then we can copy this again. And to make it interesting, so we don't just repeat all this samey pattern, all these 4 bars, we create variations. Usually we do that. This is a basic pattern. And then we repeat this one. That's fine. So every 2 bars we repeat. And then to end a 4-bar pattern, we can do a lot of things. Either we create some kind of riff on the snare, or we can use the hi-hat, we can use the toms, anything. Now this is our 4-bar pattern. That we have a pattern now, and we can just repeat this for so let's say this is the intro. So we have a 8-bar intro like this. So we have here our intro. we have an intro. And then we can usually when we go to the first verse, we make something different here, like a bar before. And so we can do this, make the last bar different, so we end this before the 4-bar pattern ends. So let's make this last bar da-da-dum-dum, da-da-dum, like that. Maybe 4-bar, or goes for a 4-bar, and then we can copy this here. Oops. Let's make the bass now. Like that. And then for the drums, like that. Dun dun boom, bop, dot, dot, like that. Maybe like that. Maybe. Okay, like that. We can copy the one before. And then we can use this pattern again, but since this is the first, maybe we can tame it a little bit, make it a little bit less loud. So can maybe change the snare to a rim shot. And then we can copy this thing like that, and we can listen. And then you can sing, you can make an instrument. We do twice the pattern, and then dum dum, and this we can change the pattern a bit. Dum dum, we can like, so dum 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 dum, so this is like 1 4 1 4, and then 2 5, like that. We can make the 2 5 here, so the 2. So the 2 5 5 2 is A minor. So I said a 2 is an A minor. Then why am I making a C major chord? Because I'm going to have the I'm making a A7 chord here, so I'm using the guitar. I'm making the guitar play a C here, C major chord, but I'm going to use the bass to establish the root, which is A. Okay, let's make this. Let's fix this one first. The beat. And let's see if we can. this is too low, is it? Yeah, it's too low. 1 octave too low. Let me fix that. Let me fix that. We are doing it 1 octave too low, which is why it sounds a bit weird. Oh shoot. Maybe like this. Let's fix this. And then let's have the bass line play. Bass plays, wait, we can copy from here first. And put it here, and we just change the notes. Everybody with me so far? Maybe we should just use the... yeah. And then we can repeat this again for the second verse, and then yeah, still watching while eating. And then we can add, so second verse we usually introduce something new, so we can, where was the second verse again? Okay, here. So we can add this rhythm guitar. Oops, too far. So we can add the rhythm guitar, but we stretch it so it's much slower, because we don't want to overpower the verses yet. We want it slow, so we just stretch it. Did I pull it too far? Let's see. Yeah, I think I pulled it too far. Okay. So yeah, this is our first verse. Oops, I think I pulled the wrong thing, sorry. Yeah, I pulled the wrong thing. I should have copied them. Yep, here. Oops. Oh my god. Right. Now we have something in the background to add to build it up, right? So yeah, like first verse we make it a bit you make it very calm, and then second verse we build it up, add some rhythms and stuff, but just slow, calm rhythms. And then we can go to the pre-chorus here. And then for this we change it up a little bit to build up to the pre-chorus. We can change the chord here. Wait, let me fix this. So we're not doing a 2-5 right now. Let's see, what should we do? 4 2 4 2 5, like that maybe. So we can copy this first and move it here. And let's make it a 4 chord here. to 4, and then 4 is. And then we can either do a pre-chorus or we go to the chorus immediately. It's up to you. And then, like, you can now record the melody. Now, if you want to record vocals or instrument, like, not from virtual instruments, you can just right-click, insert a new track. And you should be able to record like this vocals, maybe. Maybe what should we? I'm currently teaching some students like that, maybe. Let's record. Okay, I'm going to turn these off, so I'm going to unarm them so they don't get recorded. So yeah, remember, if you want to record something else, turn off the record arm in the other tracks. Right, and then we can record. Oh shoot! Don't tell me. I need to wait. Let me fix something. I think it's because. Okay, I'm going to fix this in a bit. Please. Folder. Path. Yeah, default paths. That's why. I haven't set the default path. So let's set the default path to some folder inside my computer. And Reaper. Let's see. Can I do that now? Oh, still, I haven't. Right. This other one. Please wait for a while. Reaper. Where is it? Where did I put? Oh shoot. I put it in the wrong folder. Sorry. I'll be in a moment. Un momento. Un momento. Please wait, I am setting up some folder here. Oh god. Wait, what? Ransomware. Protection off. Make a new folder, Reaper projects. And then I'll copy this and Reaper recording. Apply. Right. Okay. Should be fine now. Hopefully. Right, let's try. Can we record this? Okay, we can record now. Delete. Check. Okay, it's in. Delete all. Right, let's try recording. I'm currently teaching up some students. I don't know if they understand. Hopefully they understood what I explained. But I have no sure way of knowing on now, students, type in the chat. If you have any questions, just answer away. Don't be afraid, I don't bite. I'll try to explain everything to you. Let's see, now we need to normalize this. How do I normalize this? Yeah, so far, how is it? Item settings, glue items. Glue items. Oops. Yeah, that's our song. That's our song. Okay, wait. Let me find something. How to do this? Reaper. Normalize tracks. Sorry, I forgot how to do this. So I need to right click item processing. There it is. Pick let's say -4. Item processing. Yep. I'm currently teaching up some students. I don't know if they understand. Now we have our verse here. We have our verse. Now, how do we mix here? So we can see down here on our mixer, there are a few like boxes here, right? The top one is the effects. So this is the effects. You put like if you want to put some EQs and stuff, you put it here in these boxes. Below them is a sense channel. What is sense? If you ask, sense is if you want to process a track, but you don't want to like completely process it. Like you want it to just be heard a little. Like you want to double it and give it these the other effect the other track like an effect. So you don't give the effect directly on the track, the original track. Like you just want a subtle effect on it, and you don't want to mess with the original track. You can just use sense. How do I do sense? Okay, let me show you. So let's give a so usually we do reverbs and delays on a sense track because we don't want a reverb to be too audible. We want it to be just right. We put a reverb on the effects here on the inserts directly. We have to like manually set them each of the track. But if we use sense, we can just have these tracks send to another. So that's why the name is send. You send to another track the audio from these tracks, and you process the effects on that other track. So you can just hear it slightly, just subtle. So let's do it. Let's give a delay on these guitars. So what do? Here's how. Firstly, if you want to have a you want to route this, send these two together to a delay track, you can create a new track here. New track. Insert new track and then name it rhythm guitar sense. And then what do? So we have created a empty track here, right? Now what do we do is we can we can move this first, and then in here this we can click, and then so you click on the sense track just now, you click on the sense here, click, and then you can see a new window has popped up. There's sends and there's receives. You can pick one way, either you do the receives or you do the sends, but since we are doing it in the sense track, we just click on the receives and pick the track we want. So we want this guitar 1 and 2 to send to the sense track, so we pick the guitar 1 and then guitar 2. But if you're doing it on the manually on each sense, you can just click and then change it here, add new sense, and pick the track, the sense track you want. And then after that we can insert some effects here. So you want effects, click on the effects box and you can pick a delay. Maybe I want to give a delay. So delay is like you're giving echo to the sound. Okay, I can't find the delay, so let's find it in our all plugins. Delay. So there are a lot of plugins here, but usually the free ones. If you check, you can have the free ones here. They usually the stock effects from Reaper is free. You can just pick. So here's the delay from Reaper, so I can just add them, and I'm going to set them here. Okay, and length. So this length, delay is you giving in an echo. So the length is how long you want the echo to be, like how far is it from the original audio you want to have the delay in. Like you can have it in time, milliseconds, or musical per 1/8 of a note. But maybe we used the MS here, and then we can just solo the tracks we want to listen to. Okay. And it's best to lower the volume first of the sense track, so our effect won't be too upfront. It won't be too much. So lower the volume first, and then we can test some stuff. Okay, feedback, volume. Let me try. Wait. Okay, it's so small I can't hear. Oh, what the hell just happened? What the hell happened? Oh, I think the delay is having an error, so let me delete. Yep, there's an error in our sense, so let me try to fix that. Okay, it's now fixed. But yeah, that's the like the way you can have it, you can do it. But let me try again. Okay, so you set things up until it sounds good. Okay, it's too long. See, that's what the delay is. So you have an echo. The feedback is how loud this echo is going to be, like how fast it's going to, like how much echo do you want. The bigger the feedback, the more echo it is. The lower the feedback, it's going to be less echo, less tail. Low pass filter, as the name suggests, low pass. It's letting the low frequencies pass. So low pass filter is like you're doing a cut in your frequency. Like a low pass filter, we will cut from the top. So if we are putting like maybe this like 12,000 hertz low pass filter, it will cut everything above 12,000. While high pass filter is the opposite. High pass filter lets high frequencies go. So if we set this maybe to 300, so it will cut everything under 300 hertz. We can hear what it does if we do this. If we solo just the sense. Like that. It will cut the delay sound from that frequency. So we'll just listen. Just listen. Always listen. Listen for what's best for you. Now let's give some EQ to our rhythm. So EQ, RIA EQ. Right. EQ, usually we would like to cut the low. See, high pass, low pass. Look what it did to the EQ here. Low pass is letting the low frequency. High pass is letting the high frequency pass. And I might want to cut it from like 60, and then I give a high cut, low pass at like probably this much, and then I want to boost the mids probably so. Let's listen. How are you all doing? Are you all doing just fine? Let's see. Listen to the difference once we have done the EQ. So here, let me try showing you the high pass and the low pass. Wait, why is the... Okay. Oh, I forgot to turn this on. See? It's cutting all the highs. That's why it's named low pass. And the high pass, it's cutting all the lows. That's why it's named high pass. And I want some mids in the guitar. Now, we EQ the other ones. We can just probably drop this and change the EQ a bit. And maybe I think it's too loud. I can just do that. And then the lead guitar, I want the lows to be less, so I cut it from 100 maybe, and then I give a little bit more high mids at the 3500. That it's more crispy up. Now we look at here, it's peaking. It's red because it's peaking. We have too much volume. So first we need to lower this. First we lower this, but we have to also mix the others. So lead, maybe we can lower the leads, and then the bass should be fine. Oh, one thing. So far we've done the drums in one track, right? The best way to do drums is per channel, per track. So kick, we do the kicks, we duplicate, and then we do the snare, and then duplicate. We do the cymbals or hi-hat, maybe hi-hat, and then the toms all by themselves. Toms, floor tom, and then this we do the crash, and then yeah, we need to do this because we need to EQ each of them by themselves. We don't want to EQ the whole thing. We don't want to compress the whole thing. We want to make sure they have separate processing, so we can just tune each of them to our liking. So it's best to do this. So our first is the kicks. So we don't have kicks here, so we delete them. We have snare there, floor tom, hi-hat, crash. Yep. Now the kicks is in here. So this is a kick. So we just delete everything in between. Delete all, just the kicks. So we have a kicks, and here as well. Yeah, it's a bit tedious. So it's best you start with separate channels from the start, separate tracks from the start if you want to do drums. So you don't have to delete them manually later. You can just like do the separate track from the start. Right, so this is the snare. So we just delete it. And then this is the snare itself. So we delete this, delete the hi-hat, and we delete this as well. Then floor tom, we delete this one, and then I'm not sure we have floor toms here. So yeah, no floor toms. We don't have floor toms here, so we delete that. I don't think we have floor toms here, so we can delete that as well. And hi-hat here, so we delete this, we delete everything except for the hi-hats. And then here as well, we delete everything except the hi-hats. Chiharu, it's time to touch some grass. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Welcome to the class. We're having a class today. And then, yep, we're left with a crash. Crash, just a crash. There's no crash here, so we just delete this. Now we have separate track each. This is very useful because you need to EQ each of them and compress each of them differently. Now if you want to mix here, maybe I can show you how to mix this next time, maybe, if you want to, but for now I'm not sure I'm going to mix this yet, but maybe I'll have an EQ for the vocals. I'm going to cut the vocals slow and give it a little bit body in the 300 and cut the teaching. Yeah, separate channels so you can EQ more specific channels, because you have different approach to, like, the snares will have different EQs, different compression settings to the kick. If you want the kick to be punchy, you have a different setting, a different compression setting, a different EQ. You really want to isolate them. You don't want them to be EQ together, or you don't want to have them compressed together. You can compress them together in, like, for your, like, master mix or mix bus, your mix bus. When you have mixed everything and then you want to just glue them together, you can add a compressor in your, like, master or mix bus. But that's for later. You want to add EQs later for, like, your tuning a little bit on the final track, on the mix track. But that's for later. For now, in the mixing phase, you want everything separated. So yeah, that's the best way to do it. Okay, I want to cut the tops, the highs. Wait, no, I want to have a high shelf. This is a band. So let's listen. Only teaching up some. Oh my god, that vocals is really bad. Yeah, you just mix them later maybe, but yeah, fix the mids before you do the highs and lows. I'm currently teaching some. I'm currently teaching up some students. That's stupid. I'm currently teaching students. I'm currently teaching some students. Don't know. Oh my god, that's bad. Let me do it again. Stupid. This is very stupid. I'm currently teaching some students. Don't know if they understood. It looks like they've been pretty diligent. That's bad. It looks like they've been looks like they've been pretty diligent. That's not a good rhyming, but not all songs should rhyme. But yeah, maybe some of the day I could teach you how to lyrics maybe. Yeah, maybe some other time, but not today. Okay. But yeah, that's how you make your own music for free. I'm currently teaching some students. That's so stupid. Don't know if they understood. That's so stupid. Pinjam dulu 100. But yeah, that's how. So far so good. Okay, so there's a way you can, like, if sometimes you want to listen to a certain part only, you can just, you see here, you can. So if you hover your mouse here, just here, then you see this line, you can click and drag, and you'll create a loop. This is what you do with this, is you want to toggle the repeat on, And if you want to listen to just a certain part, a certain section repeatedly, like you're mixing that certain part, you can use this. See, it'll just play this part. That's how you do it. And then once you have done, like you want to export this, right? You want to export this as a stem. Let me find the way to export it. Sorry, it's been a while since I last used this. I think I will rewatch. I don't have the software. Sure, that's fine. Ah, here. It should be around here. File, render. Render region, render matrix. Render. So you can render or export tracks. So, the difference between a render and export is, if you are doing render is like exporting everything mixed down, but export tracks is you export as stems. You export each entire project or time selection. Time selection is in this. So time selection is the loop you've created here. Like you want to just export from measure 1 to measure 5 maybe. You select the loop and then you just click time selection. But most of the time you'll want to do just entire projects, right? Selected. So you select the few tracks, like select maybe this and then this and then this. And you can export just those tracks. And then export, so you just maybe entire projects, ignore silence. I thought render is a width. Sample rate you can choose, but usually 48 or 44 hertz, or if you want and your PC can handle it, you can use 96,000 hertz, but usually 44 or 4800 or 48,000 is enough. Spotify though, Spotify's sample rate is at 44,100. If you want to release to Spotify, you need to export it to 44,100 hertz. Channels out auto, just let it out auto, and this one just resample mode, just the bigger the point is, the better it is, but you'll want to consolidate to WAV file, to WAV. Bit depth 24 is the standard, 16 is also the standard. 24 is much higher in headroom, but yeah, if you want to do stems, it's best to do 24, but if it's too big, you can just set it to 16 bits. That's fine. There won't be too much of the difference. Large 5 auto wave, and then you can just you can just let this be and process. Let's see, doing the correct thing. Okay, the hertz can define the size. Yes, the bigger the larger the hertz count, the bigger the size. Also the bits as well. Let me check if projects are sent through there. Oh god. Let's see. Documents, Reaper, recording. Yep. Wait, why is it called? Oh wait, sorry. I think I picked the wrong. Let me check again. Consolidate. Wait, let me see. Render. Oh, sorry. We're doing stems. We're doing it not in the consolidate. Sorry. We still do it in render. And then stems. Master mix plus stems, or yeah. Selected tracks. Yeah, sorry, we are doing it in the render. Sorry, it's been a while since I've last done used Reaper, so sorry. Yeah. Hey, Shitling, welcome to the class. So yeah, we and then we choose the selected tracks, entire project, directory. We can just pick this one. File name, stem, what stem, test stem maybe. Sample rate, well, just set it to 48 maybe. Channel stereo or mono. And then wave 24 bits, render 11 files. Yep. Should be alright now. Yep, we are now open folder. Yep, here is the Yep, that's how you do it. And I'll just delete this again. Skip. So yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you render a stem. File name, wildcard. Ah, yeah. If you want to name, like, you want to have the name of the track here in your stems, you have to use these wildcards. Project information track. Yeah. Let's see. Render. Yep. You need to use the wildcard. And open folder. Now, yeah, they're named based on the tracks. So yeah, use the wildcard. Like, if you need infos, use the wildcard. Like, wildcards, they have like all of these. But yeah, usually you just use the track wildcard and that's fine. So that's how you create your own music for free. Maybe next time, yeah, I'll just if I have like time, maybe next time I'll stream on how to mix these, or maybe how to write some lyrics. But that's for next time. How are you all now? If you have any questions, please type it on the chat. How's the class? So I think the most. So yeah, have you been enjoying the class? Is it easy to understand? Happy and less girl, we make song. Yeah. Right. I hope you all can like understand what I explained today. There's actually one thing I forgot how to do it. So usually we want like sometimes we want a like a retardando or a. I made one already. Wow, you need to send that as a homework. Right. I forgot if I don't know if Reaper can like have do like retardando or accelerando, because in some other DAWs we can do that, but in here I'm not sure we can. We might have to like increase the tempo slow like one by one by adding the tempo one by one. Not sure yet, but let's see. Let me look around. Okay, can you accelerando in Reaper. Let's see. Oh, envelopes. Master track. Right click on automation. Where is it? Let me see. Wait. Control Alt M. Sorry, I need to find out because this is important for us. This is important for us to. So far, so good. I'm doing my thesis while listening to you explain. Ah, good. Tempo map. Wait, let me find tempo map. Tempo map. Actions. Tempo map. Tempo envelope. Oh, sure. Okay, we can. Right. So if you want to make a like retardando or accelerando, so the tempo goes like slowly, increases slowly and stuff, we can view tempo envelope, and then we'll have a new one here and like a line here, and then we can, if we want to like have a change in tempo here, right click on a point, insert point, and then insert another point, and then you can change it like that. Yeah. And then we have to change the shape. So this, for now it's square, right? We need to change this. Set point shape to linear. Yeah, linear. So we can have a straight line. And now let's listen to what happened. See, it's having an accelerando there. Very good. So that's how. Right, so that's how. If you'd like to send, maybe we could review what you've made today, right now. Yeah, maybe we could review what you've just made at the class. Good idea. You can send it somewhere. Yeah, I hope everyone understood what I explained. I hope it's been simple enough. Reaper is not the best, not the most intuitive DAW out there, but it's good enough. It's good enough. You can definitely create great music here. You can record great music here, mix great music here. So yeah, don't be afraid. Just use this app. Use this DAW. It's great. And it has no limitations, unlike some like if you are using the free version of the Cubase or like other free version from the pro version, like they're usually limited. Reaper is not, but I suggest you to buy Reaper once you have enough money, like once you have saved enough money for a for like specifically for this DAW. $60 is very cheap. Like a lot of pro DAWs go up for like $200-$300. So yeah, if you would like to send me, but I think we'll just close the class right now. It's late, and yeah, I thank you so much for coming to the class. I hope you learned something today, and no, she hasn't like finished exporting it, so maybe later. But yeah, and maybe in the next stream we could review, but only one. Maybe I could have all of you do it as a homework. Not sure, but we need to have a few more. Maybe not in the stream. Maybe next time when we have like time, I could open up a submission for everyone out there for me to send their music, and let me like not give feedback. Let me comment. my opinion. So not critic. Let me comment. I am. I don't know if I should criticize, but yeah, maybe I'll comment next time. But yeah, that's all for today's class. I'll I'll make sure in the future I'll do another class on other things on music. But I hope you all enjoyed the class and learned something. And I'm waiting for all of your music. It's gonna be interesting. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much. And have a good night.